Hello students, today's topic is ERP, that is Enterprise Resource Planning. In Enterprise Resource Planning, we will study first why is it necessary to study about Enterprise Resource Planning, what is it exactly. In today's competitive world, we have to manage the data, we have to manage the information in tremendous or in huge amount, and to manage such type of information the organization always need some particular system, so that system can be considered as enterprise resource planning system. Now the data is also again segregated in different functional units like financial data, customer details, purchase data, employee data. So there are so many types of datas and you have so many functional units which will work on that data. So before studying the enterprise resource planning in detail, first we'll understand exactly what is enterprise. So, an enterprise is a group of people and other resources working together for a common goal. So, when many people they come together along with the resources and they utilize the resource to achieve a common goal, so that is called as an enterprise. An enterprise acts as a single entity and an organization is divided into different units based on the operations performed in it. So, all the data is integrated in a single unit. Hence, enterprises is acting as a single unit or a single entity, and it is differentiated or it is then segregated into different units. That is, organization is segregated into different units. An enterprise may consist of different sections such as manufacturing or production, planning, sales, purchase, finance, distribution, etc. So there are so many sectors in enterprise. Each department will have their own duties and responsibilities, and they are working to achieve the objectives which is set for the enterprise. So this is how the work of the enterprise consists of so many departments, and that departments are working accordingly with their duties as well as with their responsibilities. After enterprise, we'll see what is exactly a resource. So, anything which is required for a company as a raw material, or it can be a human, that is also a part of resource. So, there are different types of resources in an enterprise like men, material, money, machine. So, there can be men which can be skilled, which can be semi skilled, which can be unskilled laborers. So there can be the materials depending if your particular enterprise is manufacturing cloth, then definitely the raw material will be cotton. If your enterprise is manufacturing sugar, then definitely your raw material will be sugarcane. So depending on the enterprise, the raw material is going to change. So money or the capital is very much essential to set up any type of enterprise, and you need a machine. All the work is not done by the humans. You need the machine to save your time, to make your work more faster and more efficient. So because of that, mechanization is very much essential. So, the information system can be designed for various departments of an enterprise so that accurate and timely data can be provided to the concerned person. So, every time the information must be very much accurate in your enterprise. If your information is accurate, then your data will be more relevant data. After resources, we'll see the different types of resources, that is the resources like raw materials, the resources like human resources. So resources can also be in the form of material, in the form of non-living. The resource can be also a living, that is a human being. Even the human who is an employee in some company, he is using his knowledge, he is trying his level best to do his work, and then that particular company is paying him the wages for the service he is delivering for that particular company. So this is how the resources they indulge in the enterprise's activity. Now we'll see what is planning. So, planning is definitely a plan which you do. Any type of plan, step by step execution of that plan is definitely going to improve your future performance. If you are doing any work without planning, so that work is not going to be that efficient or that successful or that relevant. Okay, so if you are going to give any board exams, if you have any exams forehead, then you're going to plan accordingly. You are going to make a timetable accordingly. So why are you doing this? Because you have some specific goal, you have some specific objective. So planning should always be goal oriented, it should always be persuasive, it should be a continuous activity. It should not be like that once you have made a plan and then you're not going according to it. It should have some intellectual processes. It should be futuristic. Why? Because the plannings are always made for your future performance. You cannot change anything what has happened in the past, and definitely your present planning is going to work for your future performance. Hence, planning should be done with a better decision making capacity as well as with a proper goal and objective. So, planning helps the managers to improve the future performance by establishing the objective and selecting a course of action for the benefit of a particular organization. So, after understanding exactly what is enterprise, what is resource, what is planning, now we have come across enterprise resource planning, that is ERP. So, enterprise resource planning ERP is defined as the ability to deliver an integrated suite of business application. So, any type of business, when it is done with integrated manner, then it is called as enterprise resource planning. ERP tool shares a common process and data model covering broad and deep operational end to end processes such as those found in finance, HR, distribution, manufacturing services, and supply chain. So, there are lots of concepts which work in enterprise resource planning, and there are so many functional units working in this. So the functional units are related to HR, it is related to production planning, plant maintenance, sales and distribution, material management, quality management, manufacturing of products, financial management. So all these things is used in an integrated form. So that comes under an enterprise resource planning. So, this is all about enterprise resource planning.